Danse. Danse. Greetings. Aho. Yatta. Hey. Okay. Well, I got StreamYard back. Hope I won't use the 20 free times I have. Well, wait for some people to come on so we can talk. And if someone wants to come on and join, they're more welcome. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Oh, wait. Come on in, come and join. Let's see. Let's see who will pop in. Okay. I need a popsicle. Smooth my throat more. I hope everyone is well today. I figured I'll just come on for a little bit and then I'll come on tomorrow morning. And let's talk about many topics. I did get a couple emails this morning. Tanse Roger, thank you for coming. Many blessings to you. I got a couple emails saying that, is it still mating time? Because others are saying, yes, it's mating time, and they want to hibernate. So I'm not understanding why many others will say that. I know the war is over now because we had the Zoom meeting and we spoke to many different tribes from different areas, and they said there's not really much activity, but there's some. So we found out that mating season is like from September till December. And I do know that there's another person like to put down other people's channel. I don't put down their channels, but I don't understand why though they do that. And I try to give the best knowledge for what I've experienced from my 62 years. Now I have 50 plus some years experience in the Satangas, the Dogman, the Wingalo, shapeshifter, and I've hunt. I know how to track. I know how to survive out there, and I also know what we can eat in the forest or the woods. Many people that I've helped give confidence and guidance. If you don't understand what you have in your area, then investigate it together. You should never go alone because it can be dangerous. And I know that I have given many people good advice. Danse. My beautiful Betsy. Hello, hello. Much love, dear. And if they don't appreciate the knowledge I give them, then that's okay. That means they're not. It's going one ear out the other, and not paying attention. So you say you got more experience, or by me, then go ahead, share your experience. You know, I don't bash you. I try to help you, whoever. I'm just speaking of anyone. Um, there's things that come out, and people ask me, show me photos, send me emails and messages. Oh, what do you see in this? I don't mind helping because you want to know what it is. And those that who Google a lot, you don't get the proper information about it. I will say that. So I believe that people that want to go into the forest and investigate, that's awesome. But also wear your protection bag that is given for you only, not others. If you have one, say more than one, and you got it from me, that one protection medicine bag was prayed only for you on that bag. And if you have another one, just in case for emergencies or something, it's not, it's prayed over. And yes, it would help. But also, I do other prayers for that person. So it would work, but there's no name on it. You can't guarantee that you're gonna get hurt. So you got to make sure you're wearing your bag. It's important. Danse JP, welcome, welcome. You're welcome if you want to join. Uh, if you have time, you can join if you like. Also, I am very happy that I had 372 viewers. Now I have 377, I believe. I'm very grateful for that. You know, a tree to subscribe and like the button, it helps me, but it is what it is. Danse Tracy, how are you? I'm glad you're doing well. I'm getting a lot better. But I try to still on Facebook Messenger. I try to get hold of you. I don't know if I'm blocked or what, because even on here I tried to comment on YouTube with you, and it wouldn't let me. So I don't know, and I hope I didn't offend you in any way. I don't think I have. You're a good man, and it bothers me knowing that I'm unable to search certain people, and I'm like, wow, why can't I message them or get a hold of them? You know, I can remember way back, one of my great aunts used to tell us if any of us go out in the woods, in the mountains, to watch out because there are things out there besides other people and wildlife. Yes, you're very right, Roger. Danse Griff, many blessings. Thank you for joining. Um, yes, when I was younger, the elders, the ancestors have told me, if you're going to track, don't go alone. You take two people with you. teach them how to track, have these boys learn. So I do my best to really help them. Okay, Tracy, I appreciate that, because even when you were on the Cameron Rants and I wanted to respond to you, and it didn't allow me to, so I was concerned, because I believe I never done anything and I don't have you blocked. So forgive me for eating a popsicle. It's 89 degrees here, but I need it. Because I was in 2 hours of physical therapy and I was thirsty. I had a bottle of water, but I drank it all. And, I do my best. So I sometimes things just get out of hand with other people's. I'll check Rolana, but yeah, I'll have to look at it. I'm heading to the store right now. Well, thank you. You be safe out there. Um, enjoy yourself and smile, Tracy. Please smile. I have been feeling many people lately being a little bit unhappy, and I like to see all my viewers, happy. So you can message me on Elder Medicine Bear Claw, okay? For those who have messaged me on my personal page, I still answer you. So, but I'm not going to be accepting any more friends on that. That's why I have the Elder Medicine Bear Claw page, so people can message me there, put whatever pictures they want on there. You can say good morning to me, or like leave a message for for everyone, because I've got many different groups too on there that come and join um, my page. So if you care to share what you've captured, or you want to, just put a picture and say, hi, I took this, that's fine. So I did want to say that, mating time is usually in the winter. It's always like around the end of September to the beginning of January. Um, some of the councils, the economy, were saying that I just got off the phone with Jack. Oh, beautiful. 72 in Kentucky. Oh my, we need rain here. We really do need rain. All right. I'm getting my voice back. My husband says, boy, what happened to you? Because I had family over the weekend, Sunday, and we did a barbecue, and they want to sing, and I had to hold my throat to sing. So it was, oh, look at two beautiful big hummingbirds. No, don't fight. There's plenty to drink. There's other 3 little flower holes you can drink. Oh my goodness. I don't like to see animals fight. But my brother-in-law, his wife, and she wanted to go for a ride. So we just went through more of the country roads. And she's saying, I told my honey that I thought I smell something that's really not right. And he says, oh my God, now you're going to be like Mama Bear Claw. And she says, but he thought I was silly, but I really did, because they were at camping, and she said that it just smelt it kind of odd. And I said, where'd you go smoke? Donner Lake. Okay, yes, you're going to get activity there, I told her. She said, I go, that's like the border of Nevada in California. I go, yes. And she says, I don't know, we were like, hiking around there by the camp, and we kind of went up, and sure enough, she says, all of a sudden it was not nice breeze, and you can hear the birds. And as I got a little further out, like, I don't know, maybe 50 yards, and I think she said it's about 60 yards. She said that the smell was making her gag. And then she said, I don't get it. Then everything got silent, she said. I said, okay, it's either a Dogman or a Bigfoot. She says, is that the smell I was getting out there? And I said, well, there is activity where Donner Lake is. She goes, I guess so, because it was bad. And I said, okay. So she told me that she took a picture. She goes, but I did ask permission. I said, Mother Earth, I know I'm supposed to ask you, so I'm going to take a picture of this tree. It caught my attention. Okay. Well, that picture, you see how I'm sitting? You see my background? Do you see just one eyeball? The picture's like that. She got a nice and clear one. The nose was kind of big right here, and the eyes are a little more right here, and there's like a gap, like an inch gap. And she said it just had like hairy, but you could see the eye, and you could see the left hand around the tree. She said she saw that, and she says that's what caught my eye. And I said, well, maybe he or she was meant for you to see. She told me, I think so, because after that I didn't see him no more. I said, okay. So she says she started walking back, and she couldn't believe it. So her and her daughter started walking back. Her daughter is 46 years old, and she's I don't Down syndrome. We say istimitsastua, and her name is Sophia. So she she's that ugly. That is ugly. What is that smell? She said. She when they got back down, there were some areas they got service, and when she went certain spots, she didn't have service. So I said, okay, thank you for sharing. She goes, I didn't put down pataco. I said, pataco? What is a pataco? She goes, I go, you mean tobacco? Yes, yes. I didn't even have a cigarette with me. I said, oh, okay. I said, it's okay. Long she told Mother Earth, our preachers will understand. She was like, I can't believe it. They let me see. So, okay. I made an eye doctor's appointment, so, because these 3-year-old glasses do not do me wonders sometimes. Then when I'm not on here, I'll wear my old ones, which is only from last year. I'll wear them, but they're like this. If I can maybe take the lens out and use a frame, but as you get past 50 years old, you should have your eyes checked every other year. Heather, Tansei, CP. Greetings, greetings. How is everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. I just had 2 hours of PT, physical therapy, and I did good. My ankle and the leg is still swollen. They say that it's due to nerve damage. So then I see the doctor on the 22nd, and she's telling me that I should be okay to travel. She says that I don't want to walk with the walker, I can use a cane. It tastes so good. What is everyone doing today? I know I usually come on in the morning, but I was busy. I could have gone on at 8 o'clock and then just get off at 9:30. I felt like I didn't even want to get out of bed. I went to sleep last night, and then I got woken up. I don't know for what reason. And it's hard for me to go back to sleep, so, but I did. Not eating this long fast enough is starting to melt. But I did want to come on here for a little bit and say hello. How's everyone? And let everyone know I pretty much will be going live tomorrow morning. It helps my throat. But I don't like it when I get a little brain freeze. Well, phone call, be right back. Okay. Now, if everyone knows that mating season for the stongas, like I said, usually it's the end of September all the way to December or January. Even the Dogmans too, same thing. Now, a different channel reached out to me and said they were seeing a shapeshifter. I said, you did? I called this person and I asked, well, what did it do? What did it look like? And he said it was like a dog at first. Excuse me. And he watched it go from a dog to a standing position, and then it shaped into a man. But it was like a dark mask. It says shapeshifters, when it becomes out of the animal or the creature, whatever it has chosen, and it comes back into human, you will see like a bright white light and a yellow, because it's shifting out of the creature, out of the it could be a dog, a cat, a cow, a moose, a deer, an elk, and then after that it forms into a human. So, this is true, it does that. Now, one of the people that I was speaking to, they were telling me that they didn't understand why shapeshifters do that. Um, it's okay if you sleep with your bag. Just, sometimes just tuck it in and it'll be fine. Um, I do that sometimes right here in the hospital bed when I'm tired and when I take a little cat nap. Um, my husband doesn't like to wear his. He wears it when we go, which is fine. He'll grab it and put it in the car. Um, sometimes I'll wear mine, or sometimes I'll put it in the column right there, or I'll hang it on the mirror. An officer pulled me over one time and said, "You can't have something hanging like that. It's blocking your view." And I said, and I started speaking in my language, and he says, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" And Takoeshe, yes, I do. And he says, "What is that?" I said, "It's a medicine bag." He said, "Oh, you do speak in English?" And I said, "Yes, I do speak English." He goes, "Well, why didn't you speak us?" "Because I'm who I am. I can have choice of language to speak." He says, "Okay." He goes, "Well, I think you shouldn't be having that on there. It's against the law." I said, "It's not visualing on anybody, not even me, not the car behind me or the car behind me, car in front or behind." He says, "Well, the law is you're not supposed to have nothing on your mirrors." I said, "Okay." So I took it off and I put it on me. He goes, "Well, what are you doing now?" I said, "I'm putting it on because you said you didn't want it on the mirror." This person with the law enforcement badge and uniform, he's asking me questions and asking, "What am I?" I said, "A human being. I'm a female. I'm an old lady." He said, "Well, I don't mean to pry, but I said, "What nationality are you? Because to me, you're very light-skinned and I'm very dark-skinned." He says, I'm not trying to argue, ma'am. I'm not trying to, well, I don't understand why you put me over then." And it was a motorcycle cop. So, and he's seen my little, "Oh, are you into Bigfoot?" That's a hoax. I looked at him. Nishna este anako eshkoa. Nesatanga zen nishtokoi. He says, "Excuse me, can you speak English? I don't understand what you're saying." I said, "Forgive me, but Bigfoots are satangas." I said, "You need to be careful with yourself on that bike there. Don't go on the back roads. Don't go on the country roads. Be careful." "Are you threatening me?" "No, sir. No, I'm not. I'm giving you advice." So he laughed. He just says, "Don't put it back up." I do. That's not going to stop me. And what I don't like is, why make a fuss of it? I seen a lot of patrol cars. They're like this. They can be on their phone. Isn't that against the law too? But I said, "Oh well." So what I did is I called my niece. She's a sheriff. I said, "Hey, is it against the law to have my medicine bag around the mirror? And she says, Auntie, she goes, yes, it is against the law to have anything hanging on the mirror, but everybody hangs something on the mirrors. They put necklaces, they put, Hawaiian beads or a rosary. She goes, I know your medicine bag is not a rosary, but yours is not big, so I don't know why. I don't either. And I wasn't going fast because the train just went by and, I had to stop. She says, did you get his name? I said, oh, yes, I sure did. His name was Bill Williams. And she says, he was on a patrol car or motorcycle? Nope, motorcycle. Then he said, oh, you're the Bigfoots that host. She goes, oh, Auntie, I'm sorry. They don't know your culture and they don't understand. And I said, I get that. But, sometimes they should try to come our way so they can listen. She says that it's okay. Don't take it to the heart. Oh, I didn't. But he didn't like me speaking my language. Yeah, we kind of don't do that, like it either. I said, well, what happens if you get someone from Australia speaking? I don't know how they speak. Or even from Alaska, the people, their English is different. I said, when I can't remember a word, I have to say in that language. She goes, I know, Auntie, it's okay. She goes, don't get disturbed over it. I go, I'm not. You're making me do it now. She says, you're funny. And it's okay. She says, she does, her and her husband, they go hiking a lot too in the mountains, in the Sonora Mountains. They go up to the 2nd of the fall because there's another one way up there in Yosemite. And it's funny because, he'll like make woo, 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 woo. She goes, did you hear that? And then she goes, oh, quit it. That was you. So it's okay. But those who do not believe in the Satangos, that's okay. And but many people do believe in the shapeshifter. So I'm like, wow, why not a Satanga and only a shapeshifter? Oh, goodness. I can't wear it at work, but I do need to wear it more. You can, but you can put it inside. Like I said, you can wear it, but you can put it inside. Okay. People drive around here with their handicap. Exactly. That's what I said. I said I'll put my handicap because I have one, but I only put it when I'm at the parking spot. I always have it up on the dash, the white visor, I mean. So I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't need to make anything bigger than what it is. There's a lot of excitement going on in Ohio. I'll say that. I have another person that she investigates in Ohio too. And she told me she was over towards the Cherokee area. And so a few of the councils and I were talking, and we were listening to her on our Zoom meeting. We found out that Not just the it's been around, but the Wingalo. So I told her to be careful. She said that she also knows about another channel that does investigation. And then she told me she heard about, she says, MT Paramore. I think his name is Michael. And I said, really? Where'd you find him? She says, oh, I kind of met him somewhere around one of the state parks. Okay. And, but she says that when she was investigating a certain area of the state park, it gave her an odd feeling. So she says that she doesn't understand. But she says it looked like a deer with a large rack. But she couldn't tell if it was a human or actually an elk or a deer. And I don't think they have elk in Ohio. And she said, well, anything could be possible. I said, you know what? You're not the first person that's telling me about these racks. Then you sure wasn't a buck? She's like, oh no, this one looked like an elk. So I kind of laughed. Oh, look who popped in. And I mentioned his name that the friend was telling me she does investigation. Well, she was saying that there is something. And I said, and Ohio does not have elk that I know of. They have deer, big bucks, but not an elk. And Tansei, Niniwakashite Miyagai, Mike, welcome, welcome. So she said, do you think that there is Wingalos there? And I said, I'll tell you this, yes. So, since Mike is on here, I am going to speak, and I'm going to say, Mike, when you guys investigate that area, you need to be careful because there is a Wingalo that was following you guys. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't doing too much of a vision there. I wanted you guys to, you know, um, do you, because I understand you have psychics or mediums helping you, so I wanted to back off and see if they can tell and stuff. But I don't know if they were there with you guys on that video. But I will say, because I've seen it myself, some of the tribal councils, and we were talking, we were observing your video, and not just myself, but they also saw a Wingalo. So I'm going to say, you guys always keep your on the swivel and don't be alone. You guys need to stay close, a distance, but close. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Um, I know that many other people also have really wanted to become investigate many areas. Thank you. Hi, many blessings, CP. Thank you for coming for the short time. You can always rewatch it. I know that Ohio is a very active area. as well as Illinois, Michigan, Virginia, Tennessee, Oklahoma, um, is it South Carolina, and PA. You guys right now have a lot of activities with the cryptids, which are the it and the wingalo. Chase shifters, not as much, but we were and we have recognized the satangas and the wingalos and the its really, because it's been more a passion of them to come out, and when they notice that people are investigating a certain area, maybe close to their nesting, just be careful. I know that right now in Virginia, the same thing. The reason why when our investigators came and investigated your certain areas, they were not zapped, but they felt that like if somebody's pulling the hair from them, and it wasn't right. For it, you need to have a lot of silver. For a Wingalo, river water. And what you can do is put some rock salt in the front of your toes. The river water, you just get some in your water and then over your eyes like this with your ears. So that way no one of the Wingalo or the it can completely try to touch you. Usually what they do is they come close to you, they try to mimic what is around you or who is on your mind. That's why I say it's very important to stay calm as your heart is beating. Do not allow it to go fast, because then it's going to have some kind of feeling that you have fear. And you got to remember, they draw on fear or sadness. And when you are investigating a certain area and you're not sure about, always stay calm. And if you can get close to a creek or a little river, put your feet in there. Take your shoes, socks, and put your feet to ground yourself to Mother Earth. My protection bag will protect you, but you've got to make sure you're wearing that bag that is for you and not no one else. And you have to completely stay calm with your mind and your heart. I tell this to many, many people. They want to learn on themselves. That's fine. They can. But I don't want no one to get hurt. I understand that many people, they say they have their bags out. You need to leave it out of your jacket, or if you want to have it carry it on, you have a backpack in your chest, and make sure it's hanging enough there so it dangles and whatever cryptid creature can see it. If you keep it on the side, it's not gonna, it works, but they're really gonna try to drain you by pulling you. Now, many people are also asking me, why is it like a hotspot for orbs? Orbs can be very timid. They can be also where they're reaching out. You tell them not to follow you, but if they are strong enough and have a powerful energy, they can. And, I know that many people say, well, I don't understand. How do you know? How can you figure? Well, like I said, I've been through it. and I've helped others. But it's important that you understand that not just you has gone through many things, but others. So I want everyone to understand that all these creatures that are coming out, they're not trying to harm you. It's just that Mother Earth has this thing, why state to state, and it's their home. So we're actually coming into their home. You have to, I'm not going to say have to because other people say you're full of BS. You should say, I'm coming to investigate and admire the view to understand what's in front of me. What should I learn from you? The tree has so much energy that sometimes it might take your energy. And then from there too, you can feel, oh, I feel tired, or there's something wrong. So when you want to get re-energized, speak to Mother Earth. Help me with the energy here. I want my own energy. Allow them to stay at their peace with their energy. I know it's very difficult for many people to understand. They're like saying, you're a crazy old Indian lady. I'd rather be a crazy old Indian lady and understand what is on Mother Earth. Because I do appreciate all cryptid, all creatures. And it's important that you do, but if you care not to and you're just half thinking, then that's on you. But I know that when you want to understand and investigate what a Bigfoot is or whatever other creatures, um, the investigators that were investigating in the Ohio area, the one man, he's feeling a lot better now. He said that he didn't have his medicine bag. It was on the side of the pocket inside. And he said when he took off his jacket to tie it around his waist and he's recording, he didn't think of it. So when you're not sure of where's your bag, or like he said, he totally forgot how the map went. And he kept going down the ravine. And then he said there was a creek. And then there's like a log across. They jumped over that log and went back up. And that's when he said he got so sick, like he was going to throw up. Very nauseous, he said. I said, well, you realize even that it was pouring rain time to time, he says that there's activity that is very negative. And he says that Mother Earth had told them that, yes, there's many mounds there because of ancestors were there. Let's see, I panicked a little when my was gone from around me. Yes, I understand that. It can, because it's also your security to make sure you are able to. You can feel the energy if it's good or bad. I know that many people don't know how to balance themselves about the energy, but you got to remember your body has energy, and what you give out or what can be taken can also kind of, try to balance you out, but they can also take it from you. And that's where you have to really listen to your body and your mind. Um, your eyes can play games with you. So if you feel that someone is around, you need to look. Open your eyes. Look. Those are the types I trust. I don't push anyone, or everyone has their own religion and the beliefs. That's fine. But I tell you, the Creator is our Lord Jesus Christ. We indigenous natives always have say the Creator. That we pray to the Creator. We pray to Mother Earth to give us the guidance and the balance, and to help us in health while we are investigating an area. Now, when you do that and you accept someone to understand you, or you want a creature to understand you, you, be yourself. Don't pretend you're the strong man, woman, and you can do, I face you. Don't come with a harsh, because then they will get aggressive that way. You want to not challenge them. You want to, hey, hello, I'm here, and I'm just investigating, admiring the beauty. But if you're here, if you want to show yourself, I have my camera. It's just recording. If you want to jump in, you'd be surprised. The camera shows many, many things that your eyes don't even really see too. But if you're good with your eyes and you've done your exercises and you slept well and able to understand, then you know who's in the tree, beside the tree, or up in the tree. So, like I say, be patient and remember to be kind. It's important. Listen to your heart. Have a lower beat. Don't allow it to beat like the drums. And your mind is going pew, pew, because they're going to feed off that. Sometimes you can become prey. And like I said, don't panic. Deep breath. And then you can say, okay, I'm myself. I can do this. Let me keep going. So when you are actually investigating that area, and you say, I'm going to leave my camcorder here, but I'm also videoing over here. So if you want to say hello, it's there. Then say, I welcome you. Okay? But sometimes people don't understand, and they're like, oh no, there's nothing out here. And people say, oh, let's do this, to make it. Don't do that. Because then you're doing wrong for yourself. And then it makes it hard for people to believe you. And this is why I say it's very important that many people be yourselves. There are many people that enjoy the hike and say, hey, I'm gonna, investigate on you. That's all I want. I'm wanting to learn from you. But why do you bring harm to people? Well, did that people try to shoot or try to kill something that's out there that I'm not sure of? The first time I recently captured a spirit laughing through the device and said something funny. Now, like for Mike, what he does, and I do, the cleansing of the spirit to help go home. Spirits you can speak to and you can actually see them. You can tell how high their energy or how low it is. If you're saying something funny, they'll enjoy. Will laugh. They'll say that's a good one, or get to hear, or the spirits will like give you a bright light, showing you they liked it. Now, you get these energies also in the ghosts that walk around in the woods or forests. They say, what is the difference between the lady in the white dress or white spirit that glows, or um, uh, the Arola? I think that's how you say it. The lady that killed her kids in the river. They're asking, what is the difference? The difference is that they're both the same. They are both in white spirits, white, grayish, and they do walk amongst the earth, and they do travel all over. They will collect other spirits that are gone, so they can take their power and put it in theirs. And that's because they're lost. Either they were killed, or they hung themselves, or they got burned, or they were trying to save themselves from drowning. The one that I tried to help when I was about 25 years old, and this was in Canada. I was over at Turtle Lake, and people would say, some of the economy there, don't go out by the lake late at night between 1 and 4. You're going to hear the lady crying, looking for her children. Again, that's the Arona. No, it's something like that. It is, and this is true. She runs as soon as it can get dark. She does. She'll go to the tree, hug the tree to receive the energy. She'll go walking more and more, and she sees many cryptids. Now, she gets along with the cryptids because they are somewhat evil, somewhat not. She was asked for guidance from them and not understanding. So when you are unbalanced, when you're feeling more, you're more tired, you feel your energy just wrapping, leaving you. And she tries to take from whatever she can. And she's looking because she's lost. Now, the one in Canada, she committed suicide. She hung herself on the tree because of a loved one. Now, there's another one that I know of up in Iowa. Now, this one, she was burned. Her mate burned her in the house. And this was in the 1920s. The one in Canada, I believe, was in the 18-something. Now, there's another one in New York. There's another one in Oklahoma. That one, she roams many areas. She was killed. I believe that's the same one that goes to Ohio. because I've heard many things about how she was killed by a man with a gun, and that was a lover. Now, also, people had posted things about mounds in indigenous natives from the early 1800s. Ohio was one of the states that a lot of indigenous natives were killed. That state, Canada, and also Virginia, they were the most ones where they killed a lot of indigenous natives. And as my ancestor has spoken to me, letting me know that when they were killed and that they said that they want to go home, and some of them never able to make it to paradise, so they linger around with many a cryptid and other animals. They try not to feed off people or the animals, but it saddened me to know more and more that Ohio is actually one of them, besides Virginia and Idaho. That how our ancestors were really treated. They weren't treated equally, they were treated like slaves also. I have done many studies, and when I too was doing college, and I asked the professor many questions, why is this? When they don't even know themselves the truth. So it's best that I go to my own family and get more answers. And when I did find out and learning the laws for indigenous, native, all our tribal, when I was doing the law at the college for it, we found out that there is many ledgers missing. The building there was 1720. Can you imagine some of the ledgers were gone because of a person? People don't care how indigenous natives are, alone as it is with other races. So as I was growing up, learning more and more, and then when they ask you what race, I've always have put other. They're say Pacific Islanders. No, I'm not. Yes, they are a native, but no, not indigenous, native. When you, many people have asked me, can you help me find the background of my family? I have. I can't go back as much, and that saddens me that I couldn't get much information because it was kept more of a secret for some of those who I tried to help out of their family, like their grandfathers, grandmothers, great grandfathers, great grandmothers. I can go back to the fourth, and their names are there, but not much of detail. The ledgers from the records and everything, it's all scrambled. Someone didn't put proper names in place, and that's where they hurt many people that are trying to learn about their ancestors or understand themselves who they've come from. Now, I understand there are also many people that are mixed breed, It could be indigenous native plus German or English or from Europe, or French. But when I did all the paperwork to file for them, and I only can go back up to 1860. People go and look on Google and they say, well, oh, we found this, but or is it accurate? So when they ask me and I dig what I can, I'm like, that is not what I found out, but this is what I found out. And I have helped many people that I've helped with the channels and stuff to get to understand their ancestors or their, family, they say. But I did my best. And sometimes it did not go more than what it is. A few of them, the grandfathers were, had part of the land, and they were cut by people. So, it's hard. And then, it's like trying to understand where your family tree lies and stuff, and you put it together, and then you start searching. It gets really hard sometimes. And then when you're trying to, oh, do they know about the Satangas, Bigfoots, or something? Then that's when it's hard to even ask. But if you ask, make sure you're asking someone that really understands, because they won't speak of it. Then when you speak about Bigfoot and Dogman, they're like, what's that? Who is that? Hi, you're most welcome. I'm not going to stay here too long either. I want to rest. I want to take a little nap before I have to help my husband with dinner, because I am really tired today after 2 hours of PT. So I hope everyone understood what I was saying. I'm trying to give a little bit more of everything. So, and if ever, if you don't understand, send me down a message, email me, or whatever. So I think I will call it too. Been on here for an hour, and we can come up again and tomorrow morning and talk about it. I do want to talk about the Wingalo a little more, and the Satangas and the aliens, the star people. Okay, so I do want to say, for those who came in, I'm sorry. GMB, hi, Danse. Everything's good, and I do wish everyone to have a pleasant evening, or unless it's in the morning over there. But I will be on tomorrow morning after I have my coffee. So, again, thank you very much for joining me. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. This is my YouTube channel. I do have a Facebook of Elder Medicine Bear Claw. You're more welcome once again to post things, share with others on my page. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, you can email me there. My email is on here too. Or I'll Messenger on Elder Medicine Bear Claw. I do appreciate everyone. I give you most of my love and peace. Please remember, be kind. Remember to love yourself. Try to be happy. And you have a good evening. Okay? Thank you everyone for joining. Hi, hi. Okay. Oops. Mm.